back to another episode of Wrestle Chat with your host, K-Dog.
And Evoy.
And there's not much news this week from last week or the time that we were... Well, there were some news from the time we were away, but not too big. But there are a couple news that came out from last week and this week. And we're going to kick it off with Wrestlemania.
Yep.
Oh boy. If you guys know what's going on with WrestleMania 42, it ain't looking pretty.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you charge too much to your fans, you know? That's what happens when you charge too much to your fans. It's an unfortunate byproduct of the TKO era. They are taking over in every facet, and they have UFC-style pricing now for events.
Oh yeah, it's
not
bad. It's like they put out the announcement that ticket sales are really down, like really bad.
And that also has to do with the product, though. Like, the booking has not been there.
Well, it's not just the product, but the pricing is the big one, because even if the product, it's WrestleMania. How many times has the product not been great and WrestleMania still sold out?
But the other problem is people are boycotting a little bit because no one wants Vegas again. It's an expensive city. They're doing it specifically to jack up prices. It all feels like a giant cash grab. And the whole appeal of WrestleMania is the fact that it's supposed to be in different places every year.
Yeah.
But they're ruining that for the sake of it. And then next year we're in Saudi.
Yeah.
We're going to watch The Rock and Roman Reigns battle it out at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, but besides the Saudi thing, that's a whole nother thing. But the whole thing with the WrestleMania 42, even with the low ticket sales and fans complaining it's too expensive, they've slashed the prices. They're still complaining it's too expensive. Well, that should tell you something, that even when you're slashing the prices and you're still too expensive, wake up, TKO. Wake up. I know Nick Khan has mentioned in an interview a few months ago that there's nothing anyone in WWE can say to the head of TKO because, well, they put money over anything else and they've tried and they won't listen. And he brought up the fact that Vince was all about the family. How do we bring the family to the show? The family show. Because Vince understood that when you bring your family to the show, you're selling more tickets and you're getting the entire family to want to be interested in the product, right? And he tried to bring that up to TKO, but they didn't listen. So do you think TKO is going to listen now? If they wouldn't listen to Nick Khan bringing that up?
No.
Do you think they're going to listen to when Triple H said, what if we tried to implement some of Vince's tactics? And they said no. You think they're going to listen?
No. I'm going to be so real. WWE has been getting worse and worse and worse with both product and, unfortunately, ticket prices. And so now that we are in that, vein, I don't really know where we go from here. WrestleMania is going to be probably the lowest selling event not in company history. But in
Mania history.
But in Mania history, it's looking like. And that's really sad because this is the first time... Well, no, it's the second time that CM Punk gets to main event, but it's the first time CM Punk gets to main event night 2.
Well, we'll see what happens if TKO sees the problem and slashes tickets more. If TKO decides to give away some free tickets in the nosebleeds and the hard cam section, who knows? We don't know, but we'll see you as time comes.
2012 TNA.
Yeah, because we have till April, right? So we'll see what happens. Now, moving on to the second big thing in the world of wrestling. This one is mega huge. And it revolves around New Japan Pro Wrestling and the state of the company currently. And where the company is at this very moment.
Well, I think you should kick that off. But more importantly, though, I do really feel there's not a resurgence necessarily, but a surge of new talent coming into Noah, and it's starting to really become the new premier brand for Japanese wrestling.
It is
which is kind of crazy. It feels almost like a WCW WWE moment.
It is, but also a lot of them are also leaving and going to AEW as well. Like for example, it started off 2 years ago with Will Ospreay leaving, which was okay, fine, because Will Ospreay already told them he wants to wrestle in America whenever his contract came to an end, and he signed a long contract with 2016 or 17, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okada had beef with Bushiroad management, and then when he found out that Tanahashi became president of New Japan, he kind of didn't like that. He found that it kind of rubbed him the wrong way, like why him kind of attitude. So I get it. These two were, well, him, he was just whatever, fine. But then it snowballed into Jeff Cobb's left, and Jeff Cobb said he would never leave Japan because, and he went to the lengths of getting his PR, and then he sold everything. He literally sold it all, got rid of everything, and left. Went to WWE. Then it snowballed to God left. Then you have this year alone after New Beginning. Well, before New Beginning, Evil. Then you had Hiromu. David Finlay is leaving after New Beginning in USA. Hinari mentioned on his Twitter, I'm a free agent. Right after he showed up and returned. Well, returned, or he wasn't there for a couple weeks anyways, but showed up at New Beginning. Hinari is a free agent. Gabe Kidd mentioned in an interview, backstage interview after New Beginning, he's kind of burnt out from wrestling. He's kind of tired of this, and he doesn't think that the management cares because he's the one who stood up for the Lion when everyone was leaving 2 years ago and a year ago, right?
Yeah, sorry.
He said he's tired and burnt out, and maybe AEW will bring his love back. What else? Who else do we had that was leaving?
Well, it just seems like everybody's leaving. So who do you?
Well, Clark Connors left, went to AEW.
Well, here's something I will say: New Japan, the ball is in your court because you still do have a couple people left, and now you have to push them, and you have to push the people you weren't pushing.
100%.
Because otherwise, your company's gonna die.
Yeah, the only thing, well, the company won't die, but it's in that phase. But again, also we have Drilla Maloney, who almost left but re-signed. And then, if you remember, after the match, Yota Tsuji had his defended his IWGP title.
Yeah.
At New Beginning, he made you remember the statement that he made on the mic. He literally broke kayfabe, broke character, and called out Bushiroad management. You remember that? You heard that, right? He called out Bushiroad management and told them this partnership with AEW is not helping us. It's only making wrestlers want to leave and go to AEW. We need to care about our wrestler. Put our wrestlers first. Stop caring about AEW. Put our guys first. And remember he said, I'm not one to leave. I don't want to leave this place. But it seems like if you don't care, eventually I might be the last one standing, and then what do I have to do? Walk out with.
It was crazy to hear a statement like that at a New Japan show. Like, management is really, I don't want to say shitting the bed, but I mean, you can't not say that at this point. They need to get their stuff together real fast. They're losing people left and right.
Oh, we forgot. Tetsuya Naito and Bushi also left.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
Yes.
Sanada left too. We forgot about that.
Also, back to that just for a second. Just like, Yota's right. As much as I love, the New Japan and AEW crossover shows every year, there's nothing to cross over anymore. Half the roster is on AEW now.
And the ones that do show up to New Japan, they're just there for a hello, cup of tea, and I'm out.
And obviously you have your mainstays that are probably going to stay. But, a lot of them left, so that's not true.
Oh, I know. And then you got, the big thing is the future at New Japan. When you have big factions like LIJ dipping, and you have Tetsuya Naito, Bushi, Hiromu has a contract with Pro Wrestling Noah. Evil is still working on a contract with Pro Wrestling Noah. Well, you don't think the rest of LIJ will eventually sit there and be like, well, shit, Might as well go that way because they're treating them better as a faction than they did us, and we're a legend. Bullet Club no more because, well, they're all breaking up one by one and leaving.
And obviously, New Japan had a huge loss. They lost Tanahashi this year to his retirement.
But he's president Tanahashi.
But he's president. But what is he doing?
I know there isn't a lot there, and then you have like names like David Finlay that could go to AEW, which is what Yota Tsuji was talking about. Names like that leaving, and then you also have him where WWE wants him too. It's like, hey, New Japan, there's a bidding war for someone that's carried the flag when every other big name left.
Yeah, but honestly...
And you're not joining in the bidding war?
No, of course not. And then on top of that, I don't even know what... That's a whole nother video we could talk about, but David Finlay's future, I don't know who he should go with, because I think he might get lost in the shuffle in either company, personally.
But with WWE, if he another video for another day, but quick thing, if he goes to WWE, he won't like it, because remember when David Finlay started as a wrestler, he did not want his dad to train him, did not want his dad to put his foot in front of him. He didn't want his dad to get him a job. He left the United States, flew to Japan, signed up on his own as a young lion at the dojo to try to get, like, it's their version of WWE's Tough Enough, but they're not televised. It's more like, show us what you can do. If you could do it, we will let you train in the dojo, and then after you have perfected it, then we will make you an honorary young lion. But David Finlay managed to do all of that on his own, skip the fact that he was a young lion because he was so good. He proved to the world that he didn't need his dad. So, but that's for another video. So that's what I'm saying. WWE might not be a great fit for him because his mental state with that. But anyways, New Japan, management, Bushiroad. I know Tanahashi has mentioned his hands are tied. Wake up. Look what's happening. Well, that's all the news we have for this week. WrestleMania sucks. New Japan's going downhill. What else is going downhill? Anyways, if you guys like these kinds of videos, you guys like wrestling, video games, and movies, well, this is a channel for you guys. Tell them what do they need to do.
Like and share.
And comment. Anyways, remember, as always, enjoy it. I keep on collecting. We'll see y'all for another video.